move.
Thank you.
You definitely got that dancing thing down.
Thank you so much.
What's your dancing background?
Well, I started dancing when I was 9 years old. My sister grew up dancing, which kind of gives you the story right there. And so we're at the studio every day. You know what I mean? Watching my sister dance and stuff like that. So one day I was just kind of bored and at the studio watching my sister dance, and my mom said, "Hey, there's a class down the hall. You're here. Why don't you go try it?" And I was a little bit like, I don't know. You know, I was 9. You know, I was kind of scared. And but I went in and kind of had this like, you know, this life-changing experience. Like it was one class, and I was completely sold.
We used to dance together.
Brandon! Wait for me!
In this movie, I love the scene where you guys are with the lights, the handheld.
So cool.
It's so cool. The choreography is so interesting.
Yeah.
And it plays like a moment where two dancers who want to communicate with each other in a different way than verbally.
Yeah.
They can just do this. Do you have those moments in life where you are like, I have something to tell you, but we need to dance it?
Yeah, right, but we need to dance it out. That's the only way I can communicate. You know what, I think for me, I think kind of like the parallel for me would be wanting to just go into an empty studio and like turn on music and just dance as a therapeutic way to express how I'm feeling. And in that sense, I think it is a very real thing that dancers, you know, like to do. And dancers love to freestyle and you know, kind of express what they're feeling through the art of movement and, you know, to music, which is, I think, what makes dancers love it so much, is it because it's so soulful. And you connect with that music, and you have that moment, and then nothing kind of beats it, you know. I mean, you know, my sister and I were training 20 plus hours a week, you know, in dance at the time, you know, plus doing school, plus doing, right, all that stuff, and it's like, it is such a commitment, and it is as much artists as they are athletes, and I attest to that because I'm a trained dancer. I know what that takes, you know, not just dancing, you know, on the weekends with your friends, but like, you know, actually dancing for a career. It takes a lot, and hopefully this movie can kind of appreciate all the dancers do and show people a great time.
And I call it National.
I love that the stakes in this movie are so high that nationals are not high stakes enough.
The movie is very comical, and it's almost kind of poking fun at some of the things dancers go through on the competition circuit. And, you know, there's always a bigger trophy and always a bigger competition to go to, you know, and like national just makes me laugh.
She just did a triple. You know that she can do at least 6 turns.
What's she doing here? Just living her life through me.
I really enjoyed how ridiculous parents get.
Oh my gosh.
Because I know that is probably 1,000% accurate.
Oh, 1,000%.
That they are that ridiculous.
Absolutely. No, it's so funny because that's without a doubt an accurate depiction of the. It's like the dance moms and the dance dads. I mean, the dance moms and dads are this. They're carting, you know, their little, like, you know, the racks with all of the, you know, with all of the you know, the outfits, and by the way, those outfits are so expensive too. I mean, you have to buy them all. They're rhinestoning them. I mean, the world is just dancing professionally when I was 13. That's when I got my first agent, and, you know, I started kind of working in the business, and I did that for a few years, and then I kind of started to explore the acting side of it and doing, you know, music, all things I'd grown up doing for a while. And the transition can be hard. It's like, and the way that you balance it, you know, I think sometimes in the entertainment industry, it's like, well, if you're a dancer, you're not quite, you know, you can't quite be an actor really, you know, like I think there's some stereotypes that you have to kind of get past. But I feel very fortunate that in this movie, it's like, you know, there's really great dialogue, it's really funny. Plus, I get to do all this awesome dancing. So it kind of shares, you know, everything you love to do kind of in one package. But yeah, you're right, it's interesting. It's like kind of that transition from dancer to dancer and actor, or, you know, can you be a movie star and be like a prolific dancer?
Right.
Can those two things work together?
I'm sure you do. Everyone does. Aspirations to, you know, move past the family friendly and kind of get a little adult, get a little Magic Mike.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think having grown up in the business, I think this is a very natural, as you grow with, you know, as you mature in your look and your whatever, I think those roles kind of come up, and you kind of have to decide, well, which ones are gonna, work and which ones will be, interesting and, should I do this or that? And all of these things go into the process of, deciding what you should and shouldn't take. But I do really look forward to growing up and into more mature roles, and I think as a person it feels like that's the natural progression that happens anyways, and I don't think it has to be really, really forced or anything.
Awesome. Well, listen, thank you again so much for coming by. Congrats on the movie.
Welcome everyone to the first annual National Nationals!